So, A Crooked Heart. At a later time, I'll get into more what the story's about. Once I have a little bit more fleshed out as far as the backgrounds are concerned and the map of a couple of the important areas that we're going to focus on during the demo. But right now, I just wanted to talk about coming up with the story and writing the story, or at least writing Act One for the most part, from a position of someone who's never written something before like this, who just has tons of ideas, but at the same time has never put them into a cohesive container of information to dump into your brain and make you want to know what's going on and play the story and play the game and make it interesting at the same time. So, as this is my Pinterest page, and I haven't uploaded any of these pictures to the blog yet, but these are just some of just the actual images themselves, without any of some of the animation that I've been doing. Well, some of these are GIFs that show the animation, like this little guy, little walk cycle with this guy, but the GIFs aren't a perfect representation of the animation itself, so I kind of cringe a little bit, but I put it up there anyway. But see, a lot of these are some of the characters that are going to exist in the game, and in the environments as well. I've been working on the environments lately, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll focus on some of this stuff later on in more detail, but telling the story. So I came up with the characters first, and I've kind of molded the story around them, because that's just throwing the cart before the horse. But whatever, I'll tell the horse to follow, and I've got an automated cart, and the horse is like, "What's my purpose?" I'm like, "I don't know, just follow the damn cart, and screw what people think about it." So in the writing process, I use a program called Xmind, and it's I feel it's one of the better mind mapping programs out there, because it's pretty straightforward. And the reason why I use it to write the story is because using WordPerfect is okay, it's fine, but I can't. It's not the way that the scattered way that I think and I process information and digest that information and throw up that information regurgitate that information onto the page. It doesn't work that way. It's too, I don't know, restrictive. So using a mind mapping software, I can start to, concepts needed. Well, actually, let me look at one of the intros. So for the intro to the game and to the story, I can start to come up, well, what's the opening cinematic? What does that look like? I can jump to the end in the middle and start to flesh out some ideas of. Zoom in on this. I can start to flesh out some ideas on how things branch out, lead into Arotha. Or here we go, a little like we have the opening cinematic that tells a lot of the story, and the background of it, and then we start off with Lulu, getting an idea of who she is, what's going on, and kind of the overall point of this story to some degree, or at least the point of the initial mission that will then explain more of what the story's about. So we automatically know, we're automatically going to show that there's a guard within the Fracos 88 that is going to help her. Are there more than one? Maybe. But as we discover who the Fracos 88 are, we're going to discover that the fact that he's helping her is a very big deal, because these are some super evil. Some of them are just absolutely super evil, and others are just sociopaths. And while others at the same time are just absolutely stupid and just follow along, and they're like some, backwoods inbred. Now I've got an excuse. I've got a gun and a wrench, and I'm just gonna beat the shit out of people. So there, I can type that and start to branch off into these ideas, and I can even branch off into, like, the guard is going to help them take back Arotha and defeat Cybus. Well, maybe I have a little, I can say structure tree right, and I can start to break off from that and start to tell other things, where now I want to say that I want this structure of this one to go logic chart right, and this stays the same, and so on. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna get. This isn't really the point of getting into like this is how you use the program, but it's more the point of this is what helps me kind of categorize my ideas and stay focused and structured, but yet still develop chaos out of that structure. So yeah, there we go. That's all I got to say. Until next time.